Never mind.
That was the worst take ever.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Crams are here. It is 2012 in our Songs of the Year series. Moving right along, inching ever closer towards the end of this series. If you've not seen it before, we make 2 lists each of our favorite songs of the year. The first one is all Billboard Hot 100 charting songs. It could have been anything as long as it charted at some point during the year. And then the second list is wildcard. Didn't have to chart. Deep cuts, B-sides, anything at all. One of our lists will be one song short. We save our winner for the end. And then we also, before revealing the winner, make a selection for our least favorite top 40 song. That's the way it goes. So 2012, I thought was a little better. The beginning of things starting to turn around slightly on the Billboard Hot 100. How do you guys feel about the year?
There's like 7 good songs in the Billboards, as there has been for like the past couple of years. Just enough for this program. So I'm fine with it. I don't know. I'm trying to think what comes next in the Billboards. I don't know where this like resurgence is going to come from exactly, but I do like the wild cards better this year. 100%, 1000%.
Yeah, this was the toughest wild card year I've had for a long time. There's like 70 songs I really love here. Like I have on my own private listening habits, have a 2012 playlist of just songs that I love. And it was hard to narrow it down, but Billboards, I'm never going to care for him again. I'm just not. So don't even ask.
All right. So who wants to kick it off? I went first last time, so one of you guys can go. Start with the Hot 100.
You kick it, Joey.
No, it's your turn.
Okay. Hot 100. I got Lana Del Rey with Video Games. Really kind of suave and cool. It's everything that she is. Hipster and Brooklyn-y and really kind of haunting sound. It's just got that like really kind of whimsical piano and sweepingness to it. I really like. I don't think either of you see this coming, and you may talk about this as the worst song that made the top 40, but I'm going with Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. I think it's catchy as hell. I think those big like symphonic synth hits are perfect. Na, 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 just back and forth. It's catchy. What more could you want? I've also got a little James Bond action in here with Adele. Skyfall just absolutely crushes this performance. Totally nails the Bond aesthetic. Big booming voice and really quiet and kind of jazzy and seductive, sultry, mysterious piano. It's great. I've also got probably the biggest song of the year. I used to not like it when it came out, but now I'm like, yeah, it really gets stuck in my head. Somebody that I used to know, Gotye. It's incredibly catchy and it's got just kind of weird sonic texture to it as well, which I really dig. And just a great hook. And then my big surprise one that I'm hoping Joe can land some serious cool points with me by also having from Miguel Adorn. Love the really deep bass. It's so deep you almost can't hear it. It's just like but you feel it. Like it's really cool. It almost just like hits you like with vibrations and almost no sound. It's really cool. And then his higher soulful register just complements it so well. It's got that weird synth that's kind of like a cool like little water droplet resonating type synth lead. It's very cool. So those are my 5.
All right, nice 5 there. Yeah, you took a couple of my faves. I don't have Call Me Maybe on my list. I'm sorry, Carly. You'll be here a couple of years from now. Number 5 on my list, I'm gonna go with Skyfall from Adele. One of the better Bonds, as we've cataloged in our episode on the best Bond themes. Probably the best recent one, at least in the spirit of like the Bond. You want something big and bombastic, and I like Chris Cornell's, but this is like Bond. So Adele nailed that one. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Fastest Girl in Town from Miranda Lambert. She's just she's the best country artist of the 2010s. for me anyway, by far. And just a good song, fun. Number 3, Madness. Big fan, Muse, obviously. And I think this song is a nice change up from their. I mean, it's bombastic, but it's like a little slower and moodier and a little reined in. Number 2, we got to go with little Kanye and Jay-Z and Frank Ocean's playing the hook on No Church in the Wild. Such a cool song, that hook, the human beings and a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who doesn't believe in anything? Is excellent. And Frank Ocean sings it really well. And then you got Jay-Z and Kanye at top of their games for the last time, probably. Number 1, though, is going to be Miguel Adorn. Just love it. It's like psychedelic soul. I love how smooth his voice is. I love the psychedelic feel of the track. The band feels alive. Just love him. Love this song. Easy number 1 for me for the Billboards.
All right. 2012 Billboard. I've got Young the Giant with Cough Syrup, which I think is a very unlikely hit. Went all the way to number 3, which I cannot believe. But it's a cool song. It's pretty catchy, a good rock tune. Kind of takes a lot of the indie sounds of the previous decade and just kind of puts a little bit of extra polish on it. Yeah, so cool track. Then I've got Runaways by the Killers, which I really, really, really did not like this album when it came out, Battleborn. I thought it was a huge step down from everything else they had done previously. But listening to this single this week, definitely way better than I remember it. Really good, anthemic. It doesn't fully make me want to revisit the entire album, but someday when we do Killers Week, we will get to it. Then I'm going to go with both of your favorite song of 2011, charted in 2012, Midnight City. I love the song, just like you guys do. Love the album. I think it's a great double album. Of course, they get this like big 80s sound. It's got all these like big gated drums and buzzy synths. But my favorite thing about it is the vocals and the vocal production. And I think, his vocal performances all over that record are outstanding. Then I'm going to go with Eyes Wide Open by Gotye, the somewhat failed follow-up single to Somebody That I Used to Know. But it did manage to crack the Hot 100, at least for a bit. I think it's really cool, kind of Peter Gabriel-esque. I think his vocals are really cool on it too. And then I also have Somebody That I Used to Know, which I think is one of the great pop songs of all time. I think it's an important song too, because I don't think it's a coincidence that the pop charts improve like immediately after this track. I think a lot of people in the world of pop looked at this and went, it is possible to have some unique qualities in a big pop hit, and you can actually be a little creative. So I think this helps spark things along a little bit in a positive way, at least as far as pop music goes. That's my favorite charting song of the year. What have you guys got for the wild cards?
I've got Myth by Beach House. Huge sounding, totally dreamy. It's got just like this really like angel wings kind of quality to it, and it's got a really steady beat and just gorgeous guitar taking off. All of the sounds on this are just awesome. You feel like you're in like this ocean in space. It's so cool. And I love when it kind of gets into the chorus and picks up a little bit and does the it's great. Then I've got Yet Again by Grizzly Bear, a band I'm not too fond of, but a lot of people love, but I do love this song. It's got beautiful vocal performance. It's just got a really cool, like raw stripped down, but a good bit of gated reverb on it, just guitar and piano. And then it's got this, one of my favorite bridge sections of all time. It's just really expressive with the way it's written. I love it. Also got from M. Ward, Primitive Girl, which is a really, really cool, pretty track. Cute little piano intro, and it's just got a really nice like jaunt to it, and it's got a really awesome piano hook that kind of does the heavy lifting. It's really joyous and just kind of fun. And then finally, from my album of the year, I've got Radio by Lana Del Rey. I absolutely love it. And It's just got a really kind of sexy beat to it, and I just love her rhyming. You know, my lips are sweet like cinnamon, like the fucking dream I'm living in. It's just so catchy and so cool. Probably my favorite song on that album, unless my winner is also from that album.
Well, I hope it is, because then it won't win, because people don't seem to like her, but I do. I think she's great. However, she's not in my personal picks, my wild cards. What is in? I got a nice variety here. I'm going to kick things off with Swerve City from Deftones. Really great, just crushingly heavy little track from Koi no Yokan. Really melodic and also really heavily at the same time. It's really cool the way they balance that. Number 4, I got Simple Song from the Shins. Just love this little track. Just the singing's perfect, so emotive, and I love the lyrics from James Mercer. Number 3, I'm going to go with a track from Frank Ocean. It's called Sweet Life from Channel Orange, which was my runner-up that year. And it is just, it's like NERD meets Stevie Wonder, basically is what it sounds like. And that's awesome to me. And I love his voice, really great lyrics, just a fantastic performance all around. Number 2, I'm going back to Miguel. I'm going to go with Do You. And the next word is Like Drugs. And just a great song. He's so warm on this. Like, I just love his enthusiasm for his subject matter. This one's really upbeat, fun. And when the drums and bass kick in, it is so unbelievably heavy. It is so awesome sounding. Absolutely love this. It's like triplet pattern on the drums. It's like, it's great. Love it.
All right. I did not see that M Ward pick coming from Cram. That was surprising. I like M Ward. That's not my favorite M Ward album, or even close to it. But yeah, I like Primitive Girl's cool.
Yeah, do you like the fact that I picked it?
I like the fact that you picked it. Yeah, it's a good pick.
Hmm.
All right, here are my picks. I've got Hollywood Forever Cemetery Sings by Father John Misty. I had a bunch of songs from this record in contention for my list. But I love the big room sound on this, and I like the lyrics a lot, and the Jesus Christ Girl hook is really memorable. And I also think it was the first Father John Misty song I ever heard, so going with that one. Next up, I've got How Do I Know by Here We Go Magic. An incredible tune from Luke Temple and company, probably the catchiest and poppiest tune from the amazing and moody A Different Ship album. I love how this track builds just like one instrument coming in at a time. It just like evolves into this amazing groove. Also has one of my favorite music videos ever, which was directed by Sean Pecknold, Robin Pecknold's brother. Then I'm going to go with Somebody by Nikki and the Dove, which is just this great, amazing 80s pastiche, kind of like Kate Bushy, but it's like a dance floor banger at the same time. It's almost as if like Kate Bush was singing I Want to Dance with Somebody. It's awesome. I think it's great. And then I've also got a Beach House tune, but I'm going with Other People, which is my album of the year, Bloom. Probably like my second favorite album of the entire 2010s. It's such a beautiful sounding album, just really lush and hazy. And I think this song stands out, though, because it has a really strong, memorable chorus. It doesn't lose that effervescent quality, but the melody on this chorus is like a little more grounded and a little less floaty than some of the other tracks on the record. And the way they have that little pause right before it launches into the chorus just really sets things up and makes it hit really hard. So I think it's great. So those are my 4. Now it's time for the worst.
The worst. Gangnam Style. Get out of here with that crap. I hate all of that style of just like annoying club hits. I don't know. Like it's made to be a dance and there's nothing about it. Like this kind of stuff, Pitbull, all of that. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And there were a lot of contenders this year, but when I saw that one, I knew I had my baby for worst of the year. So Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Like, you kidding? You kidding me? Come on.
I like that song. It's a good song. This is a great song. There's so much worse. Let's count down our top 10s because you could make an easy top 10. Number 3, Thrift Shop. Number 2, Radioactive. I mean, those two alone should win almost every year. But no, the winner has to be going country for this one, Florida Georgia Line with Cruise, the song that launched 1,000 crappy, broken down motorboats into the bayou. Just such a terrible, like this rap country style, the hybrid that I guess it was coming together before this because like Nelly was doing tracks with Luke Bryan or whatever. But I think Florida Georgia Line really like nailed that, like the worst parts of country and rap and like combined them into one unholy, satanic creation. So they have a special place in hell for this one for Florida Georgia Line's Cruise.
I got no problem with Thrift Shop though. Everyone's really turned on Macklemore, but I think that song still has a good hook. It's a fun song. But you're right about the other two, especially Radioactive, which is my pick for the least good song of the year. Just a piece of crap. That dubstep beat and the lyrics, the big gang vocal. It's all overblown, but there's no substance to it at all. And just the way he breathes when he says breathe in the chemicals is just so terrible, so annoying. Terrible song. I hate it. It barely qualifies as a song.
Yeah. Welcome to the new age. And it was just in like every sports package and everything. Still to this day, like, good Lord. Is this the best we can do? Come on. I'd rather hear Woody Guthrie with watching Dwayne Wade hit 3-pointer than that song. My favorite song of 2012 is Fitz Pleasure by Alt J, a really weird, bizarre song that has incredible drum work, incredible style to it. The vocal performance is like really kind of like weird and nerdy, and he's doing like that almost like snotty, like it's just very bizarre. It's so out there, but it's just got these big bass drops and everything, and it's got tremendous momentum. And then it's got this beautiful, like wide open kind of spot in it where this just eclectic guitar part comes in, and everything's just so crazy, and it's just an odd, really cool song, and I love it.
All right, my winner 2012. My brief alliance with Crams are over. M83. We had 1 year together. Never again. My winner this year, I'm going back to Frank Ocean. I'm gonna go with Bad Religion from Channel Orange. Just a phenomenal piece of singing here. His falsetto, one of my favorite uses ever, just incredible. And it's not, the song wise, I believe it's the same structure as Swing Swing by All American Rejects, like the chord progression, nothing fancy, but his vocals just elevated to such a high level. Phenomenal lyrics and just a amazing track from Frank. First time I heard it, I just was like, wow, that was some good vocals. Yeah, so that's my winner. Bad Religion, Frank Ocean.
All right, very nice. My winner for 2012 is going to be Emmylou by First Aid Kit. Great song, kind of country tune, sort of, from Swedish sisters Johanna and Clara Soderberg. Gorgeous harmonies, always great when siblings harmonize together. It's something about the way their voices blend. It's really great. Love the lyrics on this one, the kind of nod to classic country love stories. Johnny and June and Graham and Emmylou. There's also a really powerful video of them on YouTube that you can see where they're singing it in front of Emmylou, and it's really, really cool. I think the arrangement's really simple, but great. The kind of crying pedal steel, and it just works on every level for me. I think it's a great song. So there you go.
Sounds like I'd love it. I've never heard it. I don't think I've ever heard that band before.
I think you would like First Aid Kit, actually. Yeah. Especially that.
Check it out. I'll send it to you.
Check it out, Joey.
Do it. Don't send me your Alt J track, but I don't want to hear that. I know that.
Why? Why? Because I said it, like, why? What's the score?
Funny you should ask.
Why is that funny?
It's not. But thank you for bringing it up. Right now, with our victory, forever, last week, whatever you want to say, Midnight City won 52 votes to 30 over Dawes, and that gives me 23, Jason 20.5, and Cramser 17.5. So very narrow. Anything could happen this week. I don't know. Could be anybody.
Very close to being mathematically eliminated.
Close.
All right, everybody, let us know what your favorite songs of the year are down in the comments. Let us know what you think of our picks. And of course, as we were just referring to, you can go vote for which of our songs of the year is your favorite by following the link in the description over to our website. While you're looking at the video description, you can also check out our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, merch, and Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel further. We have some cool perks over there. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.